And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Lost Podcast of Titan, a father and son journey through the sci-fi series that unite our generations. And we actually have another email. Na 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 na.
Your voice.
Nee, nee,
Okay.
nee.
Just wanted to say your volume voice just raised up.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
As long as you can hear me.
Yes.
But we actually have an email. Uh, this is from the Lazy Cat in Texas. Hello, gentlemen. I'm enjoying listening to the father-son banter and discussion. I thought I'd drop a note in the suggestion box. There is a sci-fi film from around 1980 by the name of Altered States you might find fun to review. Thank you.
I don't mind reviewing Altered States. I enjoyed it as well.
I've never actually seen Altered
Oh,
States.
really? Then you might. I should. I should tell
Like
you.
I think I,
Okay.
I think I know the premise. Like it's they're regressed to caveman, ook times or something like that.
The William Hurt is a scientist who's obsessed with the notion that he can make connections with the beginning of human of well, the beginning of life on Earth. Actually go not only regress back to prehistoric man and just a bit beyond, but eventually or accidentally, depending on what he was looking for, actually connecting with the border state between matter and energy,
Yeah, huh?
based on a novel by noted author Patty Kaevsky, who also wrote these.
Oh, pretentious Russian. I'm out.
No, 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 no. Didn't you say you enjoyed the film Network?
It was all right. Yeah.
Okay, he wrote that as well.
Oh, okay. But is he Russian?
Well, with a name like that, I don't think he came from Texas, but
Then I'm out.
no, you're not. It's got
Yes, I am.
it's got
I'm
boobies.
out. Ooh, boobies. Yes. But thank you very much, Lazy Cat from Texas. Your laziness has been noted, and you may go back to being lazy, you lazy fucking cat.
Oh, be
Uh,
nice. Although, if this person is who I think it is, he might actually enjoy uh, the personal references.
uh, it is a friend of mine who's like finally got the hint after like multiple episodes that we actually like emails. So she's
Oh,
okay. But
and
I do appreciate the suggestion. So
Patty Kaevsky was born Sidney Aaron Kaevsky in New York City.
what you're saying he's a sleeper agent. Got it. Okay. I'm still out.
Oh
But
my,
anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
yes.
what we like to do is we like to watch sci-fi series that we both tend to like and give it our commentaries, our thoughts and tangents as we actually watch it, like we're in the living room and we're still going through our Star Trek series. We're currently season 2, watching The Apple. So if you want to go ahead and just put us on pause and pull out your favorite physical media or streaming service, get to that episode 00 mark, and come back to us when we're ready. And welcome back. And we'll go ahead and get this started in three, two, one, play. Da, 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 da.
Another day, another
I kind of
planet.
miss when TV. I kind of miss when TV shows had like a fanfare whenever they came on when the episode starts.
Yes.
And we have standard issue Blonde Yeoman. Or wait, no, that's Strawberry. Okay, that's acceptable.
That's Celeste Yarnell, who was one of those lots of film roles, lots of TV roles. She was one of the college students in the original Nutty Professor. And point
Huh.
of interest, she's wearing Grace Lee Whitney's old Starfleet outfit.
I'm sure Grace Lee was disappointed, and we actually have a surplus of red shirts that are about to bite it
I was
any
gonna,
moment
I
now.
was gonna say that should have told you something right there. Well, if it was a scout ship, then couldn't they have done a more detailed analysis?
Exactly.
Also, wifery.
Yeah. Yeah, why is it always husbandry? You think, growing stuff in the ground would be wifery. Regular plowing. Exactly. Bullshit. It's too colorful. It's outside Moscow.
What he said.
I don't know. I like his accent. It became like the default Russian accent for fucking plants. Open fire. Open fire.
Don't get closer.
Well, that's not good. Captain. I wonder how long it took him to study his lines. Also, it's still loaded.
No, they said it looked like the Garden of Eden, which is, near Moscow. Pay it.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
A- Adam and Eve must have been very sad to leave. Zoom. But also, I feel like sometimes some of these missions seem to be they would have been better handled by just a scientific ship.
Yes, I would. Some scout ship episodes.
Yeah, like the Constitution is supposed to be, one of the flagships. But what is this flagship doing? It's charting nebulae and
Well,
measuring space
well,
dust.
that's maybe later on, but here, this is when Starfleet was really getting into its 5-year mission program, and so I guess they wanted a more roundabout, a more versatile ship to handle these missions. He says as he pulls stuff out of his hiney.
Mm-hmm. Dun dun dun. Max Elric, that sounds Russian.
It's
I'm
German.
out.
He wrote a few novels, including one called "The Reincarnation of Peter Proud," which uh, they made it a somewhat interesting movie out of.
Well, we could always use his pattern buffer in the transporter to remake him. His memory will be a little bit off, sir, but
Yeah, I never could buy that.
it does break quite a few things.
Yeah.
And they've done it more than once. More than twice, actually. Probably more than 3 times. It was, what, Scotty? It was
Picard.
Picard. It was Riker. And it was in one of the Berkeley episodes. Barkley, where the crew that was lost, so that's 4. There's probably more that I'm not even thinking of, to be honest.
We'll find out eventually.
You can let us know if you remember any at lostpodcastofttitan at gmail.com. Da 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 da.
We need a fanfare. Um, during the Gamma Trianguli system, which for those of you who are interested, is
Oh no.
112.3 light years from Earth, give or take 10 light years.
This random factoid brought to you by the Lost Podcast of Titan. Do you want to know how far away a random star system is in an episode that has no bearing to how close it is to Earth? Do you want to know how many Playboy magazines this Yeoman was in? Tune in next week to find out. Find out that actors were sometimes in other TV shows. Find out that this random prop was used as a prop in another TV show.
Well, here's another tidbit. That's Walter Koenig's
Oh
own. That's
no.
Walter Koenig's own hair. He stopped wearing the wig with this episode.
I wasn't even aware he wore a wig.
Yes, they wanted him with longer hair.
So wait, he was in one episode with a wig, basically?
All the previous Chekhov appearances.
I think there was only one. It was Who Bones for Adonis, I think, right?
Mm,
Because then we had the link. Because I remember it was like, oh hey yay, it's Chekhov, and then it was Mr. Lanky Motherfucker who was the next episode. How about beam up
yeah.
and
How about
scan with the sensors?
you got a village that's what they said 17 kilometers away? Couldn't we have?
Why don't you just beam there?
I was going to say, what? Or not exactly into the village, but maybe just a few kilometers.
I'd beam into the village. It's a power move.
Uh-oh. Look, prominently placed objects. No, it isn't.
Could what? The yeoman is right there. Stop.
Yeah, okay, you beat me to that one. Couldn't his tricorder indicate that it was unstable?
Probably. He was too busy admiring the cleavage.
Yeah.
Up, up. Oh no. Safe, safe, safe. Uh,
Oh no, a moving bush.
I see a blue light, sir. Look out for the blue light.
That scout ship didn't stay there very long, apparently.
Yeah, well, it's just like, that's a planet, and moving on.
Yes, there can't be any immediate danger. We're still, like, what, 15 minutes into the episode?
No, we gotta get the danger ramping up here, and we are. I can't even tell. It doesn't have a lab. Oh, we are only 8 minutes into the episode.
Yeah, and there's another planet zeroing right into you.
Like, I'm sorry, yeah. Dun
Ouch. They couldn't have just kept an eye open for those plants? Avoid the flowers, avoid the rocks.
I mean, like, it was kind of obvious. And also, why didn't he have the antidote prepared? Because these plants were, present. And they're dead. Stop pointing the gun at the captain. The f- and behold, I am now no longer where I was a second ago. I'm on the opposite side. Uh oh. Dun dun dun. No.
A dramatic close up.
I'm stuck on this planet with a yeoman with fantastic cleavage. Whatever will I do as captain? A, a brooding captain on a lonely paradise planet. No, sir. Completely unrelated.
Really.
What happened to the little pokey darts?
McCoy was pulling them all out.
You'd be dead. Save your life.
Oh, for
But wait, there's no economy in this future here. They're all commie
that's
bastards.
that's all. That's one of the most slippery subjects in the entire Starfleet canon or Star Trek canon.
It's probably talking about like work hours or something.
Oh, they're in Texas. Okay.
Oh bullshit! That weather changes every goddamn where. Every goddamn state I've ever lived in has that goddamn joke. Oh, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Uh oh, what the hell? Really? He's gonna get struck by light? He's gonna get struck by lightning. That's outrunning lightning. Good job, Chekhov. Okay.
Bad aim of the lightning.
Well, who mourns for Adonis? Who can hit like Zeus?
I'm looking out for more of those plants. I haven't seen one, but we've seen him shoot. No, there's the one that already shot at Spock.
Just like, start doing sweep. Just burn everything. You know, this is why you need the captain of the SS Cynical Bastard. Don't pick a random flower.
Really,
One of them shot at you.
Captain, I've just discovered Frontierland at Disney.
Yeah. Wasn't the village 17 kilometers away?
Fast runner.
I mean, apparently.
Oh, so observant.
Okay, I guess it wasn't 17 kilometers away. Oh, there's another
Okay,
one.
yeah.
And it looks fully loaded. Stop! Stop! Dumbass.
And now the explosion has probably alerted everyone in the village.
I thought they were already being watched, though, so it's not like they're not alerted. But holy crap, red shirts are like dropping like flies.
So we're down to two living.
One. We can't uh
You can't kill off the blonde.
can't kill her off, no.
Okay.
I also love how she nuzzled Chekhov like, I need comfort, nuzzle nuzzle.
Oh God.
It's 3 steps forward, 1 step back.
Oh, please, let's not go into this right now.
Really?
Well, I'll give him that. I mean,
I mean, yeah, I agree with him, but I wasn't aware he could just randomly like, I'll look into it later.
Okay, and he has a point. I mean, Kirk is just a couple of boohoos shy of being a qualified Gundam pilot.
Why must we fight? That's your left. That's your left.
Well,
Oh
it's
Jesus.
Kirk's right.
But he said on your
Oh,
right.
ooh, ooh.
Ta-da! Also, he didn't give any sign that he was actually hostile. They've been attacked by rocks in the plants.
You just
He
did,
already did. Yeah, I'm like,
you bully.
well, I mean, if you have ladies of your village, we can try other appendages. But I am Vol. Oh,
Many years ago, I won a Star Trek trivia contest at a convention because I knew what the character's name was.
oh yeah. What was the prize?
I got to pick something out of the very small dealer's room.
It's a very small
Well, it
deal.
only had two vendors.
Oof. Well, what'd you get?
A very nice color picture of the Klingon battle cruiser from one of the third season episodes.
Oh, okay. Ta-da! I didn't even notice them when I first saw them.
Akuto is played by Keith Andis. Did a lot of things, but interestingly enough, he was the voice for Birdman in the '60s cartoon series.
Holy shit, that's a lot of red shirts.
Is maybe when Scott is in control of the ship, he feels more comfortable with engineering personnel. Oh wait, there's a couple of guys in command suits.
There we go. Damn, that's not okay. This is not a time for a joke. I'm sorry.
I don't think he was joking, but Vol is Vol. Say please.
Also, tell us about these plants and these rocks here. And someone had just seen the time machine, apparently. Open fire. Pew, 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 pew. And roll credits. So, what did you learn about the civilization, Captain Cynical Bastard? Well, I mean, it had a pretty rock and a nice plant. So we decided to, execute the Exterminatus order, nuke it from orbit.
Oh, please.
It is not a very. Oh, Jesus.
No, I've been knocked on my ass twice in a single episode.
Seriously. What do you mean composition? It's a force field. There's nothing there.
All of our food and drink made from the native plant life. And Kirk says,
Is that?
we're good. Also,
Oh,
so we
blondes as far as the eye can see. Hold on.
so we've reached the planet of the surfer dudes.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Check off my man. And we're beaming up.
Tell Starfleet this planet has absolutely no possible use.
I'm wondering if they made that choice because, like they couldn't just simply do that on public television, imply that there's paradise, and paradise involves lots and lots of sex.
I imagine network uh, standards office. Star Trek was a headache to them back in those days.
Yeah.
Stretching the envelope. Oh, send over some more cleavage while you're at it.
It's been 10 minutes, sir. I'll call you when there's an update.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe the saucer section can
Oh
detach.
yes, that was. This is where it was established, by the way. It was something that Roddenberry would have liked to have shown, but at the time he didn't have the resources on hand. We had to wait until the next generation. So were they always born with that tan and that bleached hair? Don't bite the fruit.
Good job, Chekhov.
Really.
Up, time for the sacrifice.
Yeah. This is striking me more and more like the time machine.
Like it really is.
Okay, you're into computers, computing
Okay.
technology. What's the progress been on developing a computer that is powered by occasionally throwing a bag of Cheetos or a sandwich into it?
Oh, top men are working on it.
Top
Top
man.
men.
You got to bring it a cheeseburger. I really can't conceive of a planet ruling machine that needs to be physically fed.
Yeah, like also, I mean, there's organic matter all around it. They could just, you know, harvest that and toss it in.
Sneak, sneak,
Like you could
sneak.
just build a machine to do it for it
Yeah.
with less hassle. Yes, but we're kicking ass, so shut up.
Oh, really? That's actually a right.
Also, like you can't just simply say a system that works for them because that just opens up a whole can of worms that we've already discussed with the slaving bastard in the original pilot episode.
Are we really going to have this argument here and now?
Every fucking time this is brought, yes,
Ugh.
yes. Like a culture that embraces slavery is just no. This no. We've had this discussion.
Thank you.
Open fire.
Oops. Communication failure. I'll get back to you. Oh.
Dun dun
Can we
dun.
get a reaction from the rest of the crew up there?
Like yeah, all the red shirts pause. Like wait, what? All I was told is just to fuck around with this panel and get it working again.
And a plant suddenly roars and tries to strangle the human.
I also love how the table is clearly round and the other two crew members could sit at the table, but then their backs would be to the camera and their faces wouldn't be on screen.
Hey, there's an idea. We can push one of those people off a cliff and see what happens. Well, don't stop there.
Well, I will volunteer to find out. Because I am the captain.
Well, every 7 years you go batshit crazy and try to kill your commanding officer. How about that?
And then my sexual desire is sated once I think I've killed him, which raises many red flags for Mr. Spock.
Actually, me too. But
Bring me the blonde.
and he goes, "Which blonde? Except for some of the visitors, we're all blonde here."
Oh, that's a good point. The strawberry blonde.
That's right. The blonde wearing the red outfit. Oh no.
There are dangerous plants
And
in the jungle
and
and
rocks.
exploding rocks. My man, Chekhov.
Oh Lord.
I'm just trying to get my rocks off.
Really?
Just bear in mind, I'm going to be an evil telepath later on,
Yeah.
so. They are like right outside the village. Well, clearly we have to experiment and find out.
That's right.
So, what other TV shows has she been in?
I know this is going to sound surprising, but I did not do research on the background surfer girls.
What? Gasp! She's giving the performance of her lifetime. She'll go through the rest of her life at conventions being, I was the girl that served Val.
Oh, listen. If you appear in a Star Trek episode in any capacity, you're set for life as far as conventions are and such.
Mm-hmm. Talking about how the paint just kept staying on. It took like months to get it all washed out.
And how this was the start of a glorious TV career that led to my getting an Emmy.
We must kill them.
he's in a pretty interesting position. I mean, he can just tell these people anything and tell them that it came from Vol, and they do it.
It's almost as if, maybe hearing voices of God is a form of schizophrenia. Because, like, like, what if I wore antenna and be like, I got God talking to me. He's telling me you need to buy me a house.
He's telling you to send me fly honeys. Just throw rocks at him. Actually, Jeannie Malone, the actress who was participating in the experiment, cough cough, it seems that she spent a lot of her career appearing as background females in different Star Trek episodes.
Oh,
Oh, and Vol built their huts and carved the bowls and stuff.
yeah, but if they've been alive for 20,000 years and not making just changes, then there's obviously an issue.
That's kind of been on my mind, Captain. Yeah. What? Disappeared? And there aren't any shooting plants around. Did you notice that?
Yeah, and they haven't even explained it.
Give me original recipe KFC.
Also, like, why doesn't he just simply shoot lightning at them if that was an option?
Yeah. What? That's a good point. Why can't Val just kill them that way? And
Or instead of like using sticks to bash their heads in, they could use the exploding rocks as slingshots.
yeah, it's just throw the rocks at them or something. They're not going to leave that phaser behind, I hope.
You see, and that's actually the basis of a fan work. The army of Val.
I don't know how long ago, but that Burns Spock shirt, ooh,
Damn.
that Burns Spock shirt sold for buku bucks at an auction.
Wah! Kick.
Oh,
Okay, she's a badass. All right. Also, you have phasers.
thank
You
you.
all have phasers.
Right, okay. Oh, no, I think Chekhov just drew his.
No, see.
Okay.
They still haven't drawn their weapons. Well, I mean, I guess they're robots, so they can just obey. What? Listen, Spock. I have enough of your Vulcan bullshit
Really?
here. Just like Romulans. Okay, now shut the fuck up. Roo, 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 roo. Huh. See, was the joke worth it? I don't think it was worth it.
Oh, here we go. Well, consider this: if the Enterprise had managed to pull away, blowing every system on the ship, then it would have had no life support, no transporter.
Right.
Stun them.
Seriously. Or, crank that setting up a few notches. Just do a wide stun. Like, they were able to do wide beam settings.
And I came up with it just out of the clear blue sky.
Exactly.
Aren't I clever? Yeah, let's hide behind this skinny tree.
Pew, pew. Also, I mean, if it's deep in the under the ground, like geothermal would be a much better power source than just random fruits and vegetables.
Thank you.
Pew pew pew.
God of thunder and rock and roll.
Why are we CC'd fire? What kind of bullshit is this?
Well, what? I mean, did you want him to say something like, turn off the phasers?
No, I mean, why didn't just keep firing until the force field fails and it, blows it the fuck up? Fine workmanship, my ass.
Oh, great.
What? Nope. Stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Also, isn't this okay? So they were aware of the people, right?
Yes.
But they knew they were primitive, right?
Not until they actually met them and saw their village.
How could they? Oh fuck! How could like, if they don't even have radio? It would be like the Vulcans didn't even fuck around with the humans until they had warp drive. So they were already violating the non-interference directive. Blah blah blah. Are we sure?
Well, they spent a lot of time in this episode arguing about how these people were not had to be weaned off the machine. Oh, now he's sorry.
Well, let's call her Hura. I think she had a whole song about it.
One of the better endings to a original episode.
Yeah, like it's an okay episode, but I see a lot of holes in it now.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, uh,
it's
like the machine could have had much better sources of energy. I saw no reason why it had to keep the people alive. Uh, there were much better sources of power. The plants ceased to be an issue entirely. So were the rocks. Like, why the fuck were they even included in the episode? That's like, I want to say Chekhov's gun, but we already have Chekhov, so
yeah, and it just I don't know. It just kind of bothers me that the plants and rocks on the planet ceased being a source of worry in the episode once you've used them to kill off a few people.
Exactly. Yeah, like the red shirts, just
Yeah,
straight up the red shirts.
I mean, yes, it highlighted the fact that the planet was harmful, but it should have been a constant source of harm. They couldn't. By the time we reached the end of the episode, they're more or less casually wandering around, not looking for the. They could have mentioned, "Watch out for the rocks and the plants."
Yeah, like Chekhov was trying to get Bow Wach Wow Wow, and there were no rocks, there were no plants. I mean, I appreciate sometimes you have to make do with the time you have, but I feel
An extra line of dialogue here and there.
more along the lines of the ship and all of its crew are careening towards the atmosphere and will burn up in about 8 hours. We're stuck here on this planet, this dangerous planet, where they're shooting flowers and exploding rocks. But you know what? That yeoman rocked.
Have you ever?
So,
I know I'm going out on a limb on this, but I'll go ahead and ask anyway. Have you ever read the book Death World by Harry Harrison?
no, I think I've heard of it, but it's not coming to mind.
Uh, Earthman gets invited to come visit this Earth colony on a planet, and this planet is just one big death trap. The the
So it's
the rocks, everything, the rocks, the plants, the animal life, practically everything can kill you. Plus, there are constant earthquakes, things like that. He kind of helps find the answer and solves the problem. But it wasn't just a matter of, well, here's this poisonous lizard, don't get too close to it, and then go somewhere else. The planet was always trying to kill them.
Oh, so it is Australia. Okay, cool. Uh,
Yeah,
but I mean, like, so
I
what do you think of the episode as a whole? Then I guess.
average. I mean, Vol is a nice visual effect.
Also, I would have liked to know who the fuck built Vol, why. Like, there should have been
Thank you.
maybe the 5 minute exposition of uh, like maybe they crashed in a ship, and the ship itself was automated to keep them alive, and since it was so automated, they didn't learn how to do things like farming or anything like that. So basically it gave them instructions, and they've been following these instructions for so long they forgot why they were doing that to begin with. They've always been there.
And maybe the machine intelligence was operating under the wire. It was in danger of just crashing completely. And so it did the best thing it could do on the short amount of time. Rebuild itself enough to where it could live and persevere, but only after being fed organic matter on a semi-regular basis.
Hmm.
But there's a story worth looking into.
Actually, I'm fairly certain that story's been done in another Star Trek episode. I just can't think of it at the top of my head.
Nothing comes to mind either. And I really
Oh.
don't want to go and explore the entire, albeit fascinating, world of Star Trek fan fiction.
Oh, why not?
I
What could possibly go wrong?
that's more reading than I think I have. It's like a case in my case of so little time, so many books. I
Hmm.
do think I heard somewhere that in one of the Star Trek comics, um, this episode was revisited.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there, folks. And next week we will actually be reviewing a movie. We're not entirely sure which one yet,
So get your votes.
because
So
it has,
yeah, get your votes in early and
vote early, vote often. I do accept bribes. But we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will catch y'all again next time.
take care and behave.